I was having a waz the other day,
Oh, yeah?
and there's this little spider by the bath.
Or...
And it's nothing. It's like a tiny spider. I was just like, oh, yeah, whatever. And it starts walking along, and I'm watching it, and it walks into the corner, and my eyes lock the bigger spider. I'm talking like that, just sat in the corner. My heart dropped. I'm like, oh, just some small,
just some little spider.
just some little spider walks into the corner.
Tarantula.
And then I just saw like it's like, oh no.
Did you pee on it?
No, I peed in the toilet like a normal person. Well, we're going off the script.
Off
Hey,
the
everyone.
script.
I'm Flynn.
They know who I am.
You know who he is.
They know me.
And welcome to the last video of the off the script premiere.
The premiering 3.
The trilogy, the opening trilogy.
Opening trilogy. Got a million more to do.
God. And yeah, what are we going to be talking about today?
Oh, well, we're going to be talking about my favourite film. The First Avenger of Captain America. I completely screwed up that title, but that doesn't matter at all. Captain America, The First Avenger. You know what the title of this episode is?
Yes, I do.
Go on. Psych, I'm
God.
saying it.
I just had writer's block, brain block.
Excuse
I
me?
could do this all day. Yeah.
I can do this all day. You know why? Because I can talk about this film all day.
I could talk about Batman all day, but I feel like last episode I started
I got my
rambling
Captain
so
America
much.
blankie on. Alrighty then.
I feel like you're going to be a lot more organised when talking about this than I am with the Batman. Because when it comes to talking about the Batman, I just go off in different directions. I'm like the Spider-Verse. All these different branching realities.
Yeah, there's your canon event there. There's
Yeah.
a whole notice over there.
Canon event is talking about cow.
Well, yeah, I'd like to bring up that point actually.
Oh, come on.
No, not that point.
Okay.
About my organisation. I did watch this. Oh dear, then my note's gone. Yeah, I watched the film, my favourite film again. I'm gonna keep mentioning how it's my favourite film. I watched it again.
I think we'll hear that it's your favourite film with how much you talk about
It's
it.
pretty obvious. Yeah, I watched that again 2 nights ago, and I took some notes. Too many pages of notes, evidently. So that's cool. I've underlined a few of these points going through because I think they're really crucial points I'd love to talk about.
Yeah.
But I'll give you a quick summary of the film, even though you've definitely watched this before.
Yes.
Good.
Wait, we watched it at yours.
I know.
Well, you stuck it on after we watched
Batman. Well, I'll give you the quick one. I think, well, to put it in the simplest terms, is Captain America's origin story. We watch how Steve Rogers, skinny Steve from Brooklyn, becomes Captain America.
That's really just like...
It's
I want to
as simple
point
as
that
that.
out. He was some skinny, regular guy, and he
Yeah,
becomes
exactly.
this hero. It's kind of like saying anyone can be a hero.
But, and there's a point later, well, soon, which I'm going to mention, because that's in our best moments
Yeah.
segment, which I'll go right into with Steve to Cap.
All right.
Because I think it is an incredible transformation in that it's just his physical side.
Yeah.
And it's a big point in when he enters up the machine, gets injected with all the super soldier serum, and then Hydra's there, and they run a madness. Let's say they run a madness in the place. Kill Erskine, Abraham Erskine. Firstly, brilliant character, brilliant casting, and when they kill him, he points. Steve is looking over him, and he just points at his chest, points at his heart, and it's you can see how the serum literally only did the physical side. It's his heart which makes him the hero.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. It's the serum didn't make him Captain America.
No,
it's his heart. It's
exactly that.
who he is as a person.
Even when he was skinny, he was still a hero.
Yeah.
Going back to the scene where, just in the cinema.
Yeah.
He leaves. He gets beaten up in the alleyway. He picks up that trash can shield. Immediately, call forward.
Yeah.
brilliant way, by the way, and goes in with one of the most iconic lines of his. I can do this all day.
Yeah. It's great because he would have done that.
That shows
With or without the
perseverance.
serum.
I had that as a note. Perseverance. I think I spelled it wrong, but it doesn't matter.
It's fine. It's only you that's going to read this.
I know this is my book.
But yeah, no, it's like he would have done that regardless of whether he had the serum or not. Like, because it's just who he is.
It's simply who the character of Steve is. Frank, he's definitely 100% one of those characters who, like, makes the audience want to change themselves.
Yeah.
Like, especially how I see him in that he is simply God's righteous man, as Ultron has called him before. All he wants to do is the right thing.
Yeah.
And I think throughout all of his run in the MCU, he does that. He always does the right thing. And then, of course, leading on throughout the film, he's just after getting the super soldier serum, he's used as propaganda for a bit, going through all the films and all the shows to sell bonds, which go towards the army and such. And I just like to make a point how that really reflects reality. I think if the super soldier serum is real, I'm saying is because I really want it.
Yeah.
If it's real, then I think that's exactly what would happen. I think they'd be used as propaganda instead of something to fight a war. But of course, that's all Steve wants to do. He wants to fight a war, and it's a big point when Colonel Phillips goes, "You're a lab experiment. We're not going to." He goes, "We need an army, but all we got is you." And then immediately, a couple scenes later, after he's doing his show to the army, and they're all taking the mick out of him.
Yeah.
I'm really taking a lot of lead on this one. I love this film so much.
I know, yeah.
He's giving his show to the army, and they're just having none of it. They're like, bring out the girls. Oh, they're cheeky buggers. And then he draws this picture of a cycling monkey with the suit on, and it's really it reflects how Cap sees himself, how Steve sees himself as he's just this dancing monkey,
A circus act.
And then he gets this news about the 107, I believe it is, Bucky's troop, squadron, whatever it is, and he's like, all right, I've got to go save these. I'm gonna go rogue and I'm gonna save these, and that's the point I wanted to make with when, like as I just said, Phillips was like, we need an army and all we got is you. Steve goes in on his own.
Yeah.
He is a one-man army. That is a brilliant.
I mean, one-man army. I mean, you see that in Endgame. He was ready to go
Yeah,
against
exactly.
Thanos' whole army with just himself and a half of a shield.
Oh my god, he's just. I can speak about him all day. It's such a brilliant character. He's my favourite character in all of fiction, as we mentioned before.
Yes, yeah. He is. Well, actually, I'll wait for after you talk about the Bucky canon event. Before I mention some stuff.
Well, that's why I wanted to talk a bit about relationships in this.
Yeah.
Between, firstly, Steve and Bucky being best friends. I think, oh, that's like me and you, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, wicked.
Except,
Please don't die.
Yeah, no, I won't come back as like a super ass, badass, trained
Wicked metal
military man. Yeah.
Well, I just think that friendship is really, really powerful.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
How it's shown throughout the whole film, how they've got this banter, and then how after Bucky's train fall, you could Steve in the bar, Cap in the bar, because he's Cap at that point. I'm trying to like talk it through as if he's Steve at this point and he's Cap at this point. But yeah, a Cap at that point after the fall, he's like, he's evidently upset. He's sad. He's mourning.
Yeah.
But he can't get drunk because of the serum. It's really sad, but it really shows how good of a friendship they have.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And then it's even shown later on in other films how even going to the flashbacks of back in the 1940s when they were like, You know, you don't have to be alone. You may want to, but you don't have to. And that's
Yeah.
just a good point. And then another relationship, as in pretty much a really focused one in this film, Steve and Peggy. And how it is just so beautiful.
Yeah.
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 Thought you were going to go on with something there.
Oh, no. That's yours to talk about.
Oh, I wish.
She's yours to talk about.
I wish. Oh, thank you. No, I think that's just such a really, really beautiful relationship there.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see how it gets like sort of tested in the film, because like it starts off he's just a skinny kid but he's got this heart of gold, and she sees that, and then you know the bit where he just steps out of the machine, he's got his top off, and she touches his chest. That's improv. She just wanted to touch his chest.
And
Haley Atwell. She went. That's completely out.
I mean, it worked.
That's completely off the script.
Off the script. That's funny.
Imagine your first encounter with that. And you're like, I really want to touch his chest.
Improv,
Oh, I did
not
it!
on the script. Off the script.
It's entirely off the script.
Fair enough.
It was brilliant.
Fair enough.
But yeah, no, I think that's a really nice relationship. And then, of course, yeah, it's developed further. It's like nearly 10 years down the line, 7 years down the line. When he goes back in time for her, which is so sweet. And it's such a good way for his character.
Yeah, I mean, that's such a strong relationship. He won.
Yeah.
He won. He won the war, went back to his missus.
Well, yeah, it was so sweet. It was brilliant. I might have some more notes somewhere about that. How they're just so evidently flirting with each other. Flirting with Peggy.
That's just its own note.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and of course it goes into the conversation of the right partner. And I just think, yeah, that's such a good callback. Like throughout so much. Like first in the car as they're driving to the lab. He goes how no one wants to dance with a guy they might step on. And he goes, over the past few years didn't seem to matter that much. Figured I'd wait for the right partner. And then again that's mentioned later on when they're celebrating the rescue and how Cap's putting together his squadron. She walks in, and then Bucky and Cap's dynamic sort of switches. I think it was really funny to see how Bucky was trying to speak to Peggy, but he was just pretty much out of the conversation. She was answering him, but to Cap, and I just thought that is hilarious. And she again mentions about the right partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just a bit of a 70-year weighted dance. That's so sweet. And so
yeah,
sad.
That's such a good example of like I want to say a soul tie in film. They had that. They soulmates. They were destined to be.
I love that point. That's so good. Because going to the compass as well.
Yeah.
How he before the Howling Commandos montage, they sort of weren't on great terms because she saw him kissing Marjorie Tyrell from Thrones. And then, did you not realise it was her? I mentioned that to you before.
Have you?
Yeah. I might have not. I forgot.
Maybe.
I forget a lot of things. That's all right.
Yeah, no, you forget you tell me something and then tell me it 5 minutes later.
What was I saying?
You were on about Game of Thrones actor.
Yeah.
Which, I'm going off
Yeah,
the script.
she's
I was
not
going to say
gonna.
something completely unrelated. I remember you pointing out 2 Game of Thrones actors in The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah. I don't remember.
It was Peter Baelish and that one guy who I don't know his name, but Jon Snow killed him did Jon Snow kill him? The guy who was going to torture Bran and his friends. And Jon Snow's army came in. That guy, just you don't need to say his name. We're going off the script.
The guy from Paddington.
Yes.
I know. I know the guy you're on about.
I should have just said Paddington.
A Paddington fella. But yeah, like I was going on, the compass, he like sort of upset her, and then during the montage, the people filming it focus in on his compass, and it's got the bit of Peggy on it. That's the first ever time we see that, and it's used in all in most of his appearances later on. It's so beautiful, and she's like, "Oh, he's flirting with me." She's taking it.
She's taking what?
The flirting.
You just said she's taking it.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Don't worry.
I don't know.
They know. They know.
I'm just a little boy.
I'm just a little boy who watches Game of Thrones that has boobs in every episode.
Goddamn right. Favourite show.
I can see why.
Here's another point, big point then. His sacrifice.
Yeah.
And a point I'd like to make later about is that sacrifice as well. I just said the same thing twice.
Yeah. You said a point you'd like to make later, but
we're making it now.
You just said we're talking about it now.
Anyway, yeah, going to the sacrifice, brilliant way to...
Yes, yeah. You know, I still don't know how to dance.
Oh, don't do that to me! Go on, anyway, it leads straight on after Cap and Red Skull's fight. And there's a point I've obviously underlined.
Yes.
Red Skull goes, "You don't give up, do you?" And immediately he goes, "Nope." He's just love it. Just straight into it. Like, no, I'll never give up. Just, perseverance. Love it. And then he later goes on, "I have seen the future, Captain. There is no flags." And Cap goes, "Not my future."
Yeah.
It's a good way of writing, like, the future's not written yet.
Mm-mm.
I love it.
I like that, yeah.
Such
Not my
a-
future, and I'm getting what I want. I'm winning this.
And he does.
Yeah.
He bloody wins. As yeah,
It comes with a cost, though.
Anyway, yeah, he ends up alone on the jet after Red Skull presumably dies from coming in contact with the Tesseract. In fact, he's actually
on Vormir.
Beam me up, Scotty.
I'm gonna make that bass boosted. It's so loud. No, I'm not. Just imagine.
Do it as a clip. But yeah, he takes control of the jet and he notices it's headed for, I think it was New York. Well, of course, everything's headed for New York.
Oh, New York is just
films.
New York is
It's just getting destroyed all the time. But yeah, he immediately goes into calling the army, and realizes there is absolutely no time.
Yeah.
To change anything, and he goes, and Peggy's there trying to, like, panicking, like, we can do it, we can do something, and he stops her and he goes, "Peggy, this is my choice," and it enters his score. It's called the same thing. This is my choice. Beautiful score, by the way. I've got a point to make about the whole score.
Yeah. What we got onto that?
Oh Christ, I'm ill. And then after he says this is my choice, he places the compass down. So then in his final moments, as he's speaking to her, he can also see her.
Yeah.
And yeah, going on to the relationships, but yeah, it's just so sweet. And it's so sad at the same time. And then he goes, points the jet down, and he's having this final conversation with Peggy. And they're talking about how about their dance again. I think that's just like the biggest point in, like, it's not the biggest point. The biggest point is that he's Captain America.
It is a big point because they're always on about that dance, and he gets that dance when he wins. Yeah, the mission comes first.
I want to dance.
Dance with me.
Don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? I said dance with me. You say you don't know.
I was going to say don't do that to me, and then I just went no. Don't do it to me.
I don't know how to dance either. We can't just go straight into like, dancing with girls if we don't know how. We got to practice on
That's
each other.
why they're there to teach me. Going, I still don't know how to dance.
Yep.
And then they're like, she goes, I'll show you how. This is how I want my interaction to go with the ladies.
Ladies? I thought you were an honourable man.
I am an honourable man, and I mean one.
There we go.
One worth them all.
Yeah, the right one.
The right partner. Anyway, I wrote the hand. I probably tried to write the band, but my handwriting was fast. Oh! Chat, the book fell off the table almost.
He caught her though.
I did. And yeah, they go on to like continue flirting in his last moments, going, "We'll have the band play something slow." He callbacks to the next bit, to an old bit. I'd hate to step on your radio silent.
Yeah.
It's
just that abrupt cut off.
And she's still going for it. Steve. And yeah, she notices how it's over. And I think, and this is a point I'm going to make later, if they cut the film off a little bit after that, I think it would have been just as good as his... I think it would have been just as good if they cut it off after like the celebration and ended the film there, as it would be continuing on. And, like, if they wanted to make a completely solo Captain America film, standalone film, nothing else, I think that would have been the perfect thing to do, of cut it off just after that point, and that whole 2-hour bit is one of the most perfect films in my opinion. But that's because I'm gonna say it, this is my favourite film.
There we go.
But yeah, of course, that score of "This Is My Choice" leads on for the whole duration of that talk and further, and I just think that was such a good. It was just so good for the occasion, because it's really sad throughout, and then it goes on to them the world celebrate America celebrating the life of Steve Rogers, and that they won the war.
Yeah.
We see the squadron cheer for Cap in his honour. Stark continues looking for Steve after finding the Tesseract. That's how he's still got hope. Peggy looking over his file, and she doesn't see Big Cap. Well, I think she actually does at some point. I forgot. But she also sees, and the point that she makes more evident is that she sees Skinny Steve, who's actually the person she fell in love with.
I was just about to say, who she fell in love with.
Yeah, and I think that's so sweet, because you see how she didn't fall in love with him because he's a big jacked man. She fell in love with his heroicness, just him. What he is.
She loved him at his lowest.
Family Guy. What? I don't know why I said that.
I knew you were thinking it for some reason. Because I know you've seen that.
My lowest, I'm a Family Guy. Anyway, Kids in the Street Players Cap. With again, trash can lids painted as a shield, and I think that's cool.
Anyone can be Captain America, really.
As long as they've got the heart. And
exactly, that's what it is. It's,
Yeah. And then, of course, he wakes up 70 years later and immediately notices the differences in, like, what's going on here.
Yeah.
A big point of it is recognising the game on the radio. And he's like, "Oh, I know this game. I was there." Because it was from a date they messed up. Like, how can you mess that up that bad?
Yeah.
They're stupid idiots. And then immediately, and I love this bit, he escapes containment by throwing these two massive dudes through a wall. Yeah, that's it. Shows his strength, mate. He just yeet, just throws them away. That's wicked. And then, of course, he runs around New York, similar to the beginning of how he runs through the streets chasing after the fella. I think this film is filled with callbacks, by the way.
Oh yeah.
So, to like 10 minutes, from even like 10 minutes before to like 2 hours before. And then, of course, Nick Fury introduces himself, and shows the future of his character.
Yeah.
But yeah, perfect origin story, I think.
It's brilliant.
I think it's a great way to show it all.
I think war stories are also, like, they're really good.
Yeah.
Because the stuff like that actually did happen, except the super soldier bit.
I just said, there goes the monetization.
The bad 1945 man.
You're going to bleep that?
I'll bleep hit. I'll bleep.
I just said it 3 times. What a! What a!
It's like Beetlejuice. He's just going to appear.
Oh my lord. Anyway, yeah, war story. I think it was a brilliant one. It's something.
What were you about to say about that man?
No, oh yeah, he apparently tried to make some sort of super soldier. He was like combining DNA and genes. Like, how can you do that in the 1940s? That's crazy. It's quite wicked, though. Don't you think?
I mean,
I actually
if
got
it
asked,
worked,
I
that would
actually
have been
got asked the question once if they were testing the super soldier serum, would I try to be like the first person to like be given it? I went, yep.
Yeah. Like,
immediately, without a doubt. It could kill me, but it also could make me really strong very quickly.
Take that risk.
I also think there's a lot of honour in just building myself up anyway, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, Skinny Steve couldn't have physically done that.
Not in the time. Not in the time.
No, not how Red Skull was working. But yeah, again, perfect origin story. I loved it. But yeah, brilliant. That's our best moments bit, and I've spent half the episode on it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. One thing I wanted to go off of is I'm comparing Captain America to Batman.
Yeah,
it's because Batman's thing is, you know, especially in The Dark Knight, makes a very big point of he did this to inspire good.
Yeah.
Like, anyone can wear the mask.
That's exactly
what Captain America is, you know. And
interestingly, when you showed me the Dark Knight trilogy for the first
compared
time,
him to Cap.
I didn't think I was going to. I was trying to compare him to Daredevil.
You compared the Batman to Daredevil, because that's, I feel like...
Yeah, it's a lot easier to do that, but I tried
I feel like that one's a lot more like Daredevil.
I tried to match Bale's Batman with Cox's Daredevil, and it just wasn't working. It was like, well, he's very much like Cap.
Yeah. It's another funny thing that the whole thing with Bucky, him dying and then coming back as the Winter Soldier is almost like Jason Todd coming back as Red Hood.
Yeah, that's an interesting point to think about.
They both had those people in their life that... Is this for real? Like, it's not the end of the episode.
Wait, and effects using hand gestures. We can go. We are.
Wait, I might set that up.
Wicked.
I might set that up.
That's wicked. We're learning stuff on the podcast.
So we just start the podcast. No, mate.
What?
I'm putting do not disturb. How do I do that?
Well, yeah, going back to that then.
How do I do that?
They're very comparable characters in that. Oh, that was me this time. You wouldn't think that Batman and Cap are comparable characters just by who they are.
Oh no!
No,
I can't see us anymore.
There we go. Didn't even do
Sorry.
it. That's alright.
It's problems
Just
on our
disappeared.
screen. They won't see any
Technical
of it.
difficulties.
They'll just see us faffing about.
But yeah, no, that's a very interesting point you bring up there.
Yeah, they both came back a lot stronger, a lot more experience in fighting, and they were able to run a good match with both Batman and Captain America.
But yeah, yeah. Great characters.
Yes.
Brilliant, I'll say.
Brilliant
because they're both our favourites.
Yeah.
One with a blue shirt today because of that. Also, I've only got one other colour shirt. Navy blue.
Ah, that's very Henry Cavill of you.
Oh no. I'm kidding. I love Henry Cavill. He's cool. He's
Good
really
actor.
cool.
Brilliant actor.
Anyway, talking about good actors. I missed a point. That's alright, I'll bring that up later.
Okay.
Talking about good actors.
Yes.
Great actors. I think Chris Evans did this role perfectly.
I couldn't see anyone else playing Captain America.
Exactly.
I mean, when a character plays a role that well, that, anyone that was previously considered for the role, you just go, I don't see it.
Yeah, what? Oh,
It's like Tom Cruise, wasn't he? In talks to be Iron Man.
And Spider-Man. I'm pretty sure there was early drafts of him playing Spider-Man back in 1990 or something like that. It's like, what?
I don't.
But
see
yeah,
that.
Iron Man was.
Yeah,
But no, you can't see him as Iron Man
RDJ
compared
played
to
that role
RDJ.
so well. I'm like, I could never see Tom Cruise as Iron Man.
No, that's yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, as well as going to Chris Evans as Cap, I don't think anybody could actually, especially since they're talking about replacing
Soft
him.
rebooting
Yeah.
the MCU. Yeah, and it's like, who are playing then? I know I've heard people throwing around Glenn Powell.
No.
I don't know. I maybe he'll be Captain America, but I don't think he'll do it as good. I don't think anyone will do it as good as Chris Evans.
Nobody
Nope.
will ever. I think just off the top of my head, Alan Ritchson could probably play him quite well.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want.
Thing is,
I wouldn't want it.
imagine trying to put Alan Ritchson's head on a skinny man.
Yeah, yeah.
He looks like a stick figure.
Back in the old days. Yeah, that'd be something.
That
wouldn't
would
it?
be interesting.
There's just gonna be a bleep there. And there is no problem. What else is there? Oh, my bad. Just touched your feet. Can I have a sweet, please?
Yeah, go for it.
Again, technical difficulties.
I'm not feeling it to you on camera.
You tried to. On camera? Wait!
Yeah, I fed you Swedish fish in the cinema. When it was pitch black in the cinema, I couldn't see you.
It was really dark in that cinema. Give me one moment. Let's talk about the suits. There's plenty of suits in this film.
Let's talk about the
Where are you going with
the
this?
wings.
The wings.
Put it on.
I'll put this on any day. Oh, dang it.
It's the eyes. The eyes.
It's good.
Look,
Oh,
look at them,
Shall I do it? Shall I? Is it lined up right? Yeah,
Yeah,
look
look,
my eye.
it's lined up perfectly. Look at the camera. You look like the Don from the Goonies. Put it off.
Don from the Goonies. The bad thing is that I know exactly who you're on about. I'm going to sit on this. Oh, that's
No.
very comfortable.
No, I was. We need to go back and look at that.
30 minutes where we're at.
That looked warped. That was awful.
Oh, my eye is here, I'm poking my eye.
The eye was not that.
Was it not? Why did you tell me?
You were looking at me, and the eye was visible on the camera. You looked deformed.
Oh, dude, listeners are going to be like, what the hell is going on?
This is our best episode yet.
This is brilliant.
This has got some content.
Content. Suits, anyway. The propaganda
Yes,
suit, as you
yes.
just mentioned. Goofy as hell.
But it's comic accurate.
But I really like it.
It was a nice little homage to the comic accurate suit.
I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. In terms of, fighting, it'll do nothing.
No.
Except for show the symbol, which is pretty good. I like that. And, of course, it's got the crappy shield, which it's handier than you might think, actually.
It's a good prototype.
Yeah, it was good. it sort of does influence the shield a bit with the colours and the
Yeah.
symbol. But yeah, and then we go on to the rescue suit, where it is just the propaganda suit, but with one of the dancing girls' helmets, which is the A.
Yeah.
Going into
that's the origin of the yeah.
And then of course you got the classic leather jacket and all the military sort of gear. I think that's really good. Like we've talked about before about cosplay and such. I think that's really cool. That would definitely be like one of the first time suits. And then of course we go into one of my favourite Captain America suits of all time, his first Avenger suit.
Yes.
It's such a military suit, I think, an army suit.
I like it. Yeah, I know. Did you say you weren't too keen on the grey?
I didn't used to be.
But you are now.
Very much.
That suit is great. It's really good.
It's grey, is it? I'm sorry.
What do you mean by great?
I thought you said great. Well, you said great, and I was being a knobhead and saying grey. Of course it is.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, brilliant suit that is. I absolutely love it. 10 out of 10, mate. Oh, it's got the 2 stripes instead of like millions.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
What's your favourite suit? Stealth suit, isn't it?
No,
is that third?
Yeah,
Your first
actually that
endgame suit, right?
no. I don't like the Endgame suit as much as other people do.
Okay.
What I do love,
Infinity War suit.
Age of Ultron suit.
Age of Ultron.
I love it. I
was going
think
to say, because I know you talk a lot about the symbolism of the Infinity War suit. How he's taken the star off.
Yeah, I love that. Well, that's definitely
more...
a point for like Avengers films.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love the Age of Ultron suit.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the most comic accurate one. If it was more modern, because it's got the white arms and the white chest.
Yeah.
And like it would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Brilliant.
That's a valid pick.
People hate that suit. I love it. The red on around the start, it's a bit different, but like I think that's brilliant.
Well, yeah, I'm sure we could do an episode on like comic book design.
Yeah, like closest comic book. Yeah.
Costume designs and stuff, and yeah,
wicked. Well, we also. I've got a point here about the reality of the hero thing, but we already talked about that.
Yeah.
So, well. Cast and characters, do you want to give your opinion on some of these? Immediately, Steve, we've talked about that.
Well, that was, I mean, just
just
I couldn't see anyone else playing Captain America. He had the look, he had the build, he had everything. He
actually rejected the role 4 times before accepting it.
I think I heard something about that.
That's crazy, isn't it?
And he accepted it, and that became his life.
Yeah.
It was one of his most notable roles.
It is his most notable role.
Well, Johnny Storm. Yeah, Johnny Storm.
Yeah, but
I
you wouldn't.
His name for a second.
When you think Chris Evans.
Yeah, but
Storm
like, you know, it is one of his. It's up there, you know.
Yeah.
People, especially with his recent resurgence in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And then of course he showed up to press. He's like really jacked again, and people are like, he's gonna be a Doomsday.
Yeah.
Please.
You want that so bad.
I do, but I really hope they don't mess it up.
They should reintroduce him. Would it be, you know, maybe on his trip through Return of the Stones? What if that Captain America just hops in real quick, goes, "Hey, what up, dude?" Bang, comes back. Gone. Or like, if they just kind of show, because I know there's some rumors going around that there's a set of
his house,
Cap and Peggy's house. Yeah.
If they do it right, I'd like that. I think what I personally want from that is him to, I want him to become Cap again. I want him to don a suit and have his shield again.
It'd be like if when Michael Keaton's Batman came back
as
Batman. If Cap did, because he's still got the super soldier serum.
Yeah.
So he could.
He's still got his strength. He's still got all of that.
He could, he'd probably be still be quite strong at that age.
Yeah.
Because the serum, whereas Michael Keaton's Batman, I mean, he was throwing hands with a Kryptonian. He was.
Yeah. Oh, I was so lost for a second, but yeah, you're entirely right.
But yeah, that Michael Keaton's Batman in the Flash, his age failed in there. But Cap, he's still got the serum, so he could do something.
He could throw some hands with Doom.
Yeah, maybe.
But no, yeah, that's an interesting point because there's like apparently the set leaks of his and Peggy's house. Apparently there's like children's activities in their back garden, so it's like, oh, they've got kids. That could be interesting.
But with all the rumors of Captain Hydra, could that be a Captain
I
Hydra origin story?
I really don't want that.
I know you don't want the character ruined.
I don't want Chris Evans as Captain America
to be evil.
I don't want I don't want to see Chris Evans as Captain Hydra.
Yeah, but you know, if they did do that, could that be a Captain Hydra origin story? Something goes wrong there, and
I don't think Steve would ever turn to Hydra.
No.
But all.
Then, with the multiverse being as big as it is, there's probably somewhere out there.
I think there could be an alternate turn where it's like Hydra caught him in his rescue mission, and they were like, "Oh, so this perfected the super soldier serum. Let's use him. Let's wipe his memory and then use him."
Yeah, if they did
that
to him what they did to Bucky, that would make more sense. He wouldn't just turn.
But yeah, even
mad.
so, I really don't want them to mess up his character.
Yeah. And I'm sure, I'm hoping they won't. If he is Captain Hydra, maybe Captain Hydra will have some like redemption arc or something, or snap out of it when he sees Bucky.
I think if he is to be in that film, if he is to be in Doomsday or Secret Wars, Captain Hydra this is, and I think what they do with Robert Downey Jr. as Doom, if they show his face and they're like Mr. Stark or whatever, I think if they show Captain Hydra's face and they go Steve, I hope they sort of go like, what? No, because I don't know about the comics of Captain Hydra.
No,
But,
me neither.
But I just hope they don't mess up the character. As I've said a million times before, please don't ruin it.
Yeah, I have faith in them. They wouldn't.
Really, and plus,
his whole arc is about, you know, they say God's righteous man. He makes the right decisions. Why?
yeah.
You know,
Why would
maybe
he,
if they do have him, he'll snap out of it when he sees Bucky. If they have a fight, and then,
yeah,
you know, I mean, Captain America probably loses Bucky in every universe.
that's a very interesting point.
These canon events, yeah.
Yeah,
It's always the with Miles Morales, the police chief.
Yeah, every
Uncle
Spider-Man,
Ben.
gets that.
Yeah, so every Captain America probably loses
His best friend.
Yeah.
Oh, that's bad. But yeah, we stemmed from our opinions on Chris
the
Evans'
suits.
cap, on Chris Evans' cap.
Yeah.
We're turning back to that because we went off
the
the script.
Yeah.
Turning back to
we're going
that.
to be saying that so much
Yeah.
throughout this whole thing. Because we're just going to keep going off the script.
We're doing it now.
We're doing it now. Again. That's
Bucky.
something you'll come to learn about us. Yeah. Yeah.
Sebastian Stan as Bucky Barnes.
He played it amazingly, and he's still
Wicked.
playing it
Still
amazingly.
He and Tom Hiddleston have been in every phase of Marvel.
Yep.
I think I'd assume that Sebastian Stan's probably had the most roles, appearances in movies. Because this is a really interesting point. He was in Ant-Man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Exactly. I'm not
So
going
was
to count
Falcon.
it. I'm not going to count it through. But yeah.
He was in all three Captain America
three.
films.
Well, okay, I'm going to count it. 3 Caps, Ant-Man, 2 Avengers, Thunderbolts. We're already on 9.
9?
Oh, dang it.
That's 7.
No, it's not.
Don't say it. Don't do it.
6, 7! Still thinking about Sebastian Stan. Whoops. Anyway, yeah, no, brilliant actor. I think he was great for that choice, especially since he was in the running for Cap.
It's a funny story. Same with Loki. He was in the running
Yeah,
for.
again, yeah.
But ultimately, I think they made the right decision.
Yeah, he is such a good Winter Soldier. I couldn't see anyone in that.
Menacing.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Yeah. He's so cool.
Yeah. That's just like
Winter
give someone a
Soldier is
metal
whole
arm. It's
film
just
to talk about.
badass.
Metal arms are wicked, mate. I said to my brother, if I ever lose my arm, can I have a metal one?
You're like Rocket Raccoon.
I am
I'm
too.
getting that arm.
I'm getting that arm. Peggy, Hayley Atwell, she was really good casting. I
mean,
think.
even just the way they styled the costume, she just looked
Yeah.
like she's straight out of
I think it's the hair, because that's definitely a sort of 40s woman's hair. Style.
Yeah, I was gonna say she looked straight out of the 40s. You know, everyone looked like they were from that time. It's perfect.
I think she was a wicked casting, and then
Great
especially
casting, yeah.
she didn't appear for another 3 years, and then she was old, and then she died 2 years later, and then they were like, all right, we actually really liked Hayley Atwell casting, let's make her Captain Carter, and then they did that throughout different things.
My opinions on that, well, you know, they threw in the Illuminati and
yeah, they ruined her in Illuminati. It's like, what the hell is going on there?
like they through the shield and we just see a reaction to the shield going through her, but like, it's like
They just killed them off so quickly in that film. It was stupid.
John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic. That is wasted potential right
He
there.
was brilliant.
That was so much wasted potential. One that just offed Professor X.
Gone. Yeah,
Gone.
She's creepy. Yeah. It's so sad. Jesus Christ, we haven't seen him play him in years.
We will.
What?
I remember when
It
that
was
got
7
announced
years.
on the casting announcement for Doomsday.
Oh.
When I saw,
Were we not on a call? We all freaked out.
I wasn't on the call at that point.
Oh, no.
I was downstairs with my mum watching it and jumping around the furniture. Like, what? What?
When James Marsden got announced, because they played the X-Men '97 theme or whatever it was, and I was like, lads, this is a song I think of Cyclops with, and it starts with James. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm freaking out. Matey boy turns his headset down because I'm bleeding his ears. Oh my god.
No, if I was on that call, I would have been right with you there. No, Patrick Stewart, and then
And then Ian McKellen, oh my god.
I was like, Magneto!
X-Men.
What the
And I was waiting. Chris Evans, where are you? No, he wasn't anywhere. He got
Do
me
you
there
think they will
soon.
do another casting announcement?
I hope so, but I don't think they will. They might do one like May time. But I don't know.
Because this film's December.
We are sort of getting closer to
script.
like, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
We're getting closer to a trailer there as well. There.
Yes. Although, I don't know, will we get a trailer?
Not anytime soon. Well,
No, you say we're getting closer to a trailer, but I think
But
the trailer
we
will probably
could
come
get-
out in like May.
Yeah, but we could also get like a very short teaser in like February. We're filming this in October the 2nd, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, back to castings. Abraham Erskine, played by Stanley Tucci. Didn't even realise it was Tucci till recently, as in like a few months ago, because I compare him to seeing him in Transformers. But he was wicked in Cap. He was so good as an actor. Brilliant.
Everyone played their roles really well.
Yeah.
I liked, I don't know the actor's name, but Howard Stark.
Yeah, he was good. He was really good. Because he played a lot like Tony. And it's like these are like really similar characters.
Because they had Iron Man.
3 years prior. So it's interesting.
Why'd you do that?
I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, it's because they had Iron Man was already out.
Yeah.
So they could probably play off of that.
They could quite closely cast the actor. Did you know? This is Axel fun fact again.
Oh god.
There. I think it was like Agents of Shield or something. There was there's a photo of like a sort of middle-aged
Show.
Howard Stark. Yeah. It was like it could have been in a film. I don't remember. But what they did was they got a picture of old Howard Stark and young Howard Stark, and they merged their faces to make them look like the middle
Did it
age.
work?
No, it looked terrible. it was so stupid.
Is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. canon?
No, it's not. I don't think it
I was
is.
going to say because Ghost Rider's in that, but it's not Johnny Blaze.
It's-
Johnny Blaze does show up in it, but he passes on the power to Robbie Reyes,
That's who it was. Yeah, Robbie Reyes.
who, in all fairness, it's not a motorbike, it's a muscle car.
Yeah, that's a bit stupid.
It's cool.
is cool.
A muscle car with flaming wheels on fire with the engine exposed on the front, fire coming out of that.
I'll have to be the judge of that. That sounds cool. Though.
It is cool, but it's like it's the more like the Ghost Rider. It is a skull, but it looks more like a metal.
Yeah,
skull,
yeah, I don't like that.
Terminator.
Is he Terminator then? No, has he got a
it
metal
doesn't.
skull?
That's
Then
all
why has he
looks
got a
like
metal
Terminator.
skull? That's stupid, no. No, yeah, like we were saying, the cast is
Going
brilliant.
off the script. Talking
We're
about
going
Ghost
off the
Rider.
script. That's an episode for another day. No, I think we've gone over the main cast. I think everyone does their roles absolutely brilliantly. Especially Hugo Weaving, brilliant as Red Skull. That's about it. No,
Yeah.
it was in. I don't remember why he didn't return for Infinity War Endgame. It must have been like scheduling conflicts or something like that. But
Maybe, or he just.
or
couldn't
maybe
be
he was
bothered.
just like, yeah, no, I don't want to do it again.
That does happen.
But yeah, like they made him look like the Red Skull, and I thought that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Of course, there was going to be a lot of CGI in that with the lost nose, but still they did paint him red, and I think he did play that role really well. I think actually I'm not going to say that because that's a bit of a controversial topic. We're not here for controversies.
Are you going to talk about the war?
No, I was going to talk about the and you're going to have to bleep this.
You were going to compare Red Skull to.
I was just going to say about how actors how some actors have to play, and it's like,
Peacemaker season 2.
oh Christ, yeah, you're right. Do we really have to bleep that? I don't know. We're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that frame.
Just
We're here for fun. Not.
For those who don't know, how can we like kind of spell out for them? Just
Spoiler alert. It's Earth X.
spoiler alert. Peacemaker. Huh? Earth X. Yeah, good point. Yeah, the symbol on the Earth X American flag in Peacemaker season 2, episode 6.
Bad. Naughty.
That was crazy.
That's crazy.
But we're going off topic again.
Going off the script. It's a wicked
John
name.
Cena is Captain America.
No. Don't get no. Actually, though, he doesn't need that. John Cena is already he's just such a nice guy. We're gonna be in the same like area as him in November,
Yeah,
mate.
he sold out.
Yes. Still, he's gonna be there. That's wicked. Oh. Anyway, I want to quickly make a point. We haven't got long. I want to make a point about the action in this film. I thought it was great. I think
Yeah, they're very good scenes.
the choreography was great, especially with the shield in that. A lot of it is, of course, CGI, but even so, Chris does work with that quite well.
Yeah, I love the whole like shield on the bike.
Yeah, this is like one of my only problems with with this whole film. But actually, it's not even a problem because I love the inclusion of it in that whole bike scene. It's wicked to me.
Yeah,
I
I love vehicle chase scenes in films.
Yeah, because it completely shows how that bike, all of its gadgets and such, and then also with when it faces him frontwards, the shield is quite around his back, like it's perfectly placed.
Yeah.
But then when it's actually the chase bit, it's like to the right a bit, showing how practical that was. And I thought, yeah, you can see how that's wrong, but I still really like that because it's like that shows filmmaking. That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't care that I don't have enough. I'm not in the film space yet. To be like, oh no, this is really wrong. This is really wrong. I don't care. I think that's cool how they were able to do. I think it was cool how they were able to put the shield on practically as it is. Like that's quite difficult otherwise.
Yeah. I just realised the camera's a little bit lower than it usually is, so you can see like the bit of the desk.
Oh yeah, you can.
I completely forgot to check if everything was in like
It's
frame.
fine. Didn't see my notes here.
Exactly.
It's an empty page.
That's gonna bug me a little bit.
That's fine.
It's just like a little bit.
Just a little bit there. You can see me tap my phone.
Yeah. Nice lock screen.
Thank you.
They saw it.
Even better. If anyone can see my lock screen, comment it down.
Yeah. That's a fun activity, yeah.
That is, there you go.
Look hard enough.
They'll probably get it, even so. Anyway, a big point I want to talk about in our last few minutes is Captain America's honor. And that, again, he's always doing the right thing. I think we talked about it briefly earlier. He strives to do the right thing, and like he says at the beginning, I don't want to kill anybody. I don't like bullies. And that immediately shows the character. Steve Rogers is Captain America before anything.
He was Captain America before the serum. It's just, like I said, it's the heart that makes the man.
Exactly. The point. That's just something, isn't it? Oh my god. I'm lamenting, and I don't even know what that word means.
What does that mean?
Oh no, I'll find out later.
You just...
It could be the entirely wrong word.
What if you just had something really
Reflecting, that's the word I was looking for.
No, we do need to look this up now.
Okay.
They can see all your photos.
Oh, dang it.
That's going to bug me.
You want to crop it a little bit, but for the bits that we talk about, you're going to have to leave it there. Yeah, I think comparing Cap's honour to a few characters, I'm going to say Jon Snow out there.
I was going to ask
Stark. I think it's very comparable. I think Cap's probably a lot more honourable than them.
He is man of honour. Well, that's...
Yeah, even so, I don't think there's a lot of characters out there.
He's not that honourable. He was lips in Black Widow. Well, betrothed to another. Even though she was dead. Not long dead,
Dang it,
actually.
you're right.
But in all fairness, it was to disguise
she wasn't dead in that film. That was Civil War. She died.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Don't test me, boy. I know these.
I'm bugging.
I'm tweaking. It was a bit weird how we did kiss Sharon Carter, though. No, but
I did want to talk about that.
You think a lot.
The next best thing, huh?
Oh my god! No, it's a bit more like how I see it is that all his life, Cap has been doing the right thing, and he's been doing the right thing for other people. I think for once in his life, he was like, "I'm going to do the right thing for myself."
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, and there you go. He has this intimate moment with somebody he cares about. I think that's quite sweet. That's Civil War. For the audio listeners who don't know. I don't know why I'm mentioning that.
You explained that Civil War like we weren't showing anything about it. We were just talking about it. Both visual and audio watchers and listeners know what you're on about. You spoke it. You said it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you were showing it, then you should say, yeah, for the audio.
We're first time podcasters. Let me have this.
Yeah, like I watching and editing the first two, I look at myself and I'm like, oh, I hate myself. I just, oh god. But I'm not gonna waste your time and want to reshoot. So
I'm gonna watch
just accept me as I am. I'm pretty imperfect.
That's what makes people perfect.
I mean, I haven't even up the camera. It's lower.
Oh my god. Anyway, another point I like to make, going on from Cap's honour, is the legacy he's left in there. That's it. He's just left such a legacy, hasn't he?
That's a big thing about the legacy.
Nobody can fill those boots.
I mean, like, I want to reference Dark Knight Rises. They built a statue for him. You know, he left a legacy behind and he saved the city.
Yeah.
And they'll always remember that. They'll always remember Captain America for saving the world.
Yeah. Saving the universe, mate.
Yeah, saving the universe.
Yeah. Again, I can talk about that. All the visual and deeper meanings behind all of that later on. But yeah, legacy is crazy with him.
Yeah, he's got a great legacy. I mean, it spans on for such a long time.
It's been going on since Endgame, and that's been 6 years. Yeah, for us.
No, but he's been building his legacy.
But exactly, but like in the universe, that legacy's been going for like nearly 80 years, I'd say. 80 years. It's been going on for 80 years. But for us,
Just-
it's been like 6.
That grey area in between when he was in the ice, do you reckon people still talked about Captain America?
Yes.
Even to the day when he woke up?
Yes. You think about how much people talk about stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's the first ever superhero in that universe. He's called by Agent Coulson in the Avengers. And especially with the act that he did, I think... Yeah, you know, exactly, because he was in the Smithsonian. They had a museum for him. I don't know if that was made... It probably was made after he returned, but even so...
Yeah.
He was still in history books. I think that's wicked.
It's that one thing to think about is I'd love to have seen some people's reactions when they find out Captain America's back. He's alive.
Yeah.
But we never really did see that. Because it went
No.
from that into, like, what?
Straight into
Avengers.
Sort of, yeah. That was the next film to come out. But then,
It just feels like people have forgotten because then those cops are there like, why should we take orders from you? They don't know who he is.
Yeah, but it's people's stubbornness, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the name will get forgotten after a long time, unless there's soldiers.
But it
knew
could
back
also
then
be the
carried
bit
name.
of New York. There's a lot of people dressing up and playing these characters. They could have imagined it's just some freaking pajamas, and then he goes and rips this guy's arm off,
Yeah, well,
and he's like, "We need a perimeter."
Daredevil's canon. He's in New York.
Yeah.
They go, another one of these freaks in a costume.
Wicked. All right.
I'd love to see because I know Frank Castle, he's quite he looks up to Captain America. I'd love to see a moment with that, maybe for Frank to kind of touch on,
because they haven't really mentioned that in any media yet. With John Bernthal, I was getting there.
He's got a big year next year. Daredevil
He has,
season 2,
and Spider-Man.
if he is in that,
and his Punisher special.
yeah,
Brilliant.
if he is in Born Again season 2, but
I hope he
the
is.
special and Spider-Man, Punisher fans are eating good.
Yeah, that's his year next year.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. I think that about wraps it up then.
Yeah.
So what would you know me? I've given this film a 10 out of 10 for a very long time now.
Yeah.
What would you give this film? Because you haven't
Don't
watched
ask
it in a
me.
little bit.
I haven't watched it in a while, but you give it a 10 out of 10 because Captain America's your favourite character.
Yeah, and I also think this is just
You know.
a brilliant film.
It is really good, and I like war stories. I think they're really good because parts of it actually happen.
Yeah.
8.5.
I respect that. Thank you.
Yeah, just I'm fighting the eyes to say 10 just because yours out there, but I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I gotta be, because I'm not gonna like it as much as you are because Captain America's been your character for the longest time.
Yeah.
You're obviously gonna have a bit more of a connection with it. Like with me, with any Batman stuff that comes
Yeah,
out,
exactly.
I'm gonna have a much deeper connection to all that than you would.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
It's quite comparable. I like it. Anyway, you've got yourself a quote for this episode for our closing segment of our
Yeah.
closing quotes.
closing quote. So can
Oh.
any of you guys guess where this quote is from? You look lonely. I can fix that. I said it more seductively.
Oh, god damn.
And I said it to you, so I feel
I'm a bit scared.
what film is that quote from?
Yeah, well, mine's going to be obvious because I'm going to do it straight from Cap.
Yeah.
I had a date.